the online, system setup, most especially when people are using the Orange, the Lone Star, except where you are using the Starlink or fiber cable. Those ones, yes, I mean it helps a lot, and it makes it very faster for you for your internet to be a boost. So once again, good morning and welcome to 105.3 megahertz. We broadcast from Wehyee, Gedeh County, Republic of Liberia. So let's have some time together this morning. Let's discuss issues that bring development to Gedeh. I listened to a lot of people this morning. Some say some wonderful things. Your views are all important. Let's be clear with that. Most of the things you said, they are all important things that you said. And that's why in the morning, you come here to have a say, In the morning, you come to discuss issues that bring development to our county. And we respect that. We respect that. That I can tell you. We respect it so much. So we are waiting for Ambassador Isaac Nyenabo to join us this morning. So we have the things we have to talk. During the program, when Grenadians gather at the city hall, no, not the city hall, at the church, the AG. When they gather at the AG church in Monrovia, Ambassador Nyenabo was given a chance to speak. And he got up and gave some historical background on Putu. So with that, we listened very carefully. And we thought it was important to also have him giving us insight of the entire thing. So a lot of things will be said this morning that you haven't heard. Some you've heard, some you haven't. And we hope to have him on the platform. That's what we anticipate. So whatever the case is, and however it's going to be like this morning, let me say good morning, welcome, and have your say. Don't hold back. Speak out. We are waiting for him. Speak out. And talk the talk. Because Gedeh County is where we cannot be deported from Gedeh. If you're wrong or you're in the wrong, the law will take a course. You will go to court. The court will adjudicate the process. If you are found guilty, you serve the punishment the court will give you. But they will not deport you. Deport you to where? To Guinea? No. They will not deport you to Cape Mount. They will not deport you to Grand Battle. You won't be deported to River G or Maryland because you are a Grable man and you live in Grand Gedeh and you did something wrong and it's a no. You are carrying him to Maryland back. Oh yeah. Let him go back to Grand Battle. No. It doesn't work like that. Ambassador should be on. Unfortunately, we will not have him on video. We hope to have him on the video. But we will not have him on the video right now. From what I know. So we will try to call him from the WhatsApp line. We'll try to call him from the WhatsApp line. I think we have some issues there. So let me see what I can tell him right now. Okay, so I'm trying to get him on another line. And I hope he picks it up. Oh yeah, let me call back again and see. Okay.
Are you there?
Okay, good. Ambassador?
Yeah, are you there?
I'm here, Ambassador.
Correct. Yeah, I'm getting you clearer. So,
all right, good. No problem. I mean,
can
we can have you like this. We actually wanted you to have come on the video, but unfortunately, technology
so
sometimes
we cannot go to video now, right?
no, we can't go to video right now. Technology wouldn't easily permit us.
Okay.
So
then it means we can get do the talking, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So when you're ready to start, I'm ready. So you ready?
All right, folks. Let me say good morning to you and welcome. This is 105.3 megahertz. We broadcast from Zoedru, Grand Gedeh County. Our guest this morning is Ambassador Isaac Wehyee Nyenabo, former senator of Grand Gedeh County, former pro tempore of Liberia. He also served in some international positions. Recently was Brussels, where he served hugely in different capacities. And so he will be making that formal introduction to you. Probably a lot of Grand didn't know him. Other international people who are listening right now who want to know exactly who this person is. Even though his name is a household name in Grand Gedeh and Liberia. But yes, still we have to go through this formality. Ambassador, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Sheku. Good morning. I'm doing good. Good morning to the people of Grand Gedeh, those in Liberia, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, in the Americas. You know, because of time difference, you'll find out that in Australia and Japan, it's in the afternoon now. You'll find in America, it's in the early morning hours. In Europe, it's two hours away from Monrovia, so it's the same good morning. Good morning to everybody. This is Wehyee Nyenabo. Wehyee Nyenabo comes from Grand Gedeh County. Former senior senator of Grand Gedeh, former president pro tempore, former controller general of Liberia, former Liberian ambassador to the EU and the Benelux countries. I know that you are aware of me already, but just give a summary. Wehyee Nyenabo been in the academia for a very long time. He holds a bachelor degree in economics and management. He has 3 master's degrees, one in finance, one in public administration, public sector management, and one is in international relations and diplomacy. He holds a doctorate degree in political science, international relations. So you know Isaac Nyenabo. He was in the legislature and he participated for 9 years before leaving. Firstly, Sheku, let me give some information so that we will be able to work with it. This issue of Putu and the current situation is very, very important. I decided to inform everybody that I have not come to this podium today to represent any political party, or he's coming as member of the ANC or CMC or Restoration Party or the CDC or the Unity Party. I have come as the son of the soil who have vast understanding of the activities that are unfolding based on my international connections, based on the role that I played during the period under review with Putu Iron Ore. So I have not come to speak politics today. I have come to speak humor. I have come to speak Grand Gedeh. I have come to speak the Crown Nation, to the Crown Nation. So and friends of Grand Gedeh. So as a result of that, I hope that we pause politics a little bit and go directly to the subject matter, because we needed to present the facts as they are. Having said that, Sheku, three things that we needed to start with is that one is that the Putu Iron Ore establishment, we need to look at the origin. What is this Putu Iron Ore all about? First, in 2005, the Mana River Iron Ore Limited registered or incorporated got its article of incorporation in Seychelles. You know, Seychelles is in East Africa. Indian Ocean is our island state with the population of around 121.35 thousand people. So it has less population with a capital called Pretoria. They speak English, French, and Creole. So there where the Mana River Iron Ore Limited was incorporated. When it was incorporated in 2005, it decided to come to the bid for the Gedeh Mountain. At that time, the Gedeh Mountain. Hello, Sheku, are you there?
I'm here. That's what I'm not talking. I'm listening to you.
Okay. So if you look at the mineral Development Agreement. They call it MDA. If you look at page 8, you will see the Putu Iron Ore. You will see the Mano River Iron Ore Company. So I will be talking, because they are conglomerate. The Putu Iron Ore, the Mano River Iron Ore Company was the one that got the exploration contract in 2005. So it went to bid, it won it, and then it got the exploration. So it needed to bring other shareholders. So it brought in the Severstar, a Russian giant company. The Severstar also brought in Lebeka Holding BV. Now, all these three companies, Lebeka became the owner. The parent company became Mano River Iron Ore Limited. And then the executing company now became Severstar Putu Iron Ore Mining. How do we find this? If you look at the MDA, you will find it on page 8. So that was when MDA, let's look at the MDA. The MDA was first presented to the government, I'm talking about the executive, around June, because the MDA has the IMCC. You will hear, I will say IMCC, it means the Inter-Ministerial Concession Committee. It's an acronym, IMCC. So the IMCC sat and then signed the MDA, the Mineral Development Agreement for Putu Iron Ore. So the executing party to this Putu Iron Ore is Severstar. Severstar has 77.03 percent shares. They have percent shares in the whole Putu Iron Ore. So it has the majority shares and has the authority. In fact, the other shareholders, they take 22.97%. So on the side of the government of Liberia to sign the MDA were Ministry of Finance, Justice, NIC, Lands, Mines, and Energy. Now, that when the document was approved by the ministerial committee, it was submitted to the president on the 2nd of September 2010. By the 3rd of September, the president approved it and submitted it to the legislature. On the 9th of September, the legislature approved it. What is in the MDA? I just laid in the historical format. The terms of the MDA start from 2010 to 2035, meaning that it has 25 years span. Every 5 years, we will go review. If you look on page 9, Article 3, you will see it right there. Again, what are some of the things that we needed to know in the MDA? Investment commitment in terms of capital expenditure. You know that if you look on page 38, Article 6.1, you will see it there. Then you will see equity. Equity, let me just define equity to you. Equity is the amount of money the owner of the assets will be paid after selling it, and any debt associated with the assets were paid off. So meaning that example, if I own a house worth 200,000 and I took mortgage on a house of 50,000, meaning that the equity home worth of that house is 150,000. So you deduct the liabilities. So anybody in investment management or investment portfolio, you'll find out that anybody who goes to investment and then you buy a company, the liabilities and assets, the equipment and everything that there, the bank account, you will take them. But all of these obligations, you have to settle them because I'm driving somewhere. So now the MDA was passed in 2010. It is stated in the MDA that immediately the MDA is passed, certain funding had to be released to the government and released to the people of the 3 counties. Grand Gedeh hosts 60% of whatsoever local development or benefit to the Putu Iron Ore. That Putu Iron Ore is giving the 3 counties. Wehyee and Sino. Sino has the port. So every amount that they pay, you will find out that it will be reflected 60%. So I'll be discussing 60% of Grand Gedeh County. So let's go to benefits. Benefits, we said, let's start from bottom to top. It is stated in the MDA that when the place of the operation area, when the hygienic, the health situation there because of the operation is not conducive, it is the responsibility of Putu Iron Ore Company to relocate and settle those who are there. What are we talking about? We are talking about Yamatown right now. We are talking about Yamatown. So they have to resettle. And it also stated, if you look at page 33, Article 5.6b, it is stated right in there. So it means that it will be resettled. And it is also stated in the MDA that the place they're going to resettle them, it is Putu Iron Ore that are going to arrange, that are going to do the payment for the relocation. Again, one of the other benefits, 100,000 allocated for the employees of the Putu Iron Ore Company, to go to learn mining, engineering, and geology. But Grand Gedeh take preference. So it is about the dependents of the locals who are employed with Putu Iron Ore. They have 100,000. How do we find it? We find it on page 56, Article 11.3. So we are moving on the benefits. Benefits again, the road will be paid from Greenville to Zwedru. That road will be paid. How do we find it? We'll find it on page 43, Article 6.5. We are still going. In terms of local employment, it is stated the first 5 years from 2010 to 2015, 30% of the 10 highest positions will be allocated to Liberians. The reason why I assume that they made Liberian is because other counties are part and parcel of the agreement. That is Sino, that is Wehyee, and its extension. So, and then it said, after 10 years, you find out that 70% of the 10 positions will be allocated to Liberian, qualified Liberians. So 7 out of 10 will be Liberians. Okay, so now we are going upward. So let's look at what is inside for our local development, as we said. The local development, what is inside? It is stated in the MDA. It is stated in the MDA that from 2010 to 2017, 15.75 million will be allocated. 60% of the 15.75 million is 9,450,000 will be for Grand Gedeh. It's from 2010 to 2017. 2018 to 2035, that is 18 years, meaning that every year there will be 3 million allocated. That 3 million, 60% of the 3 million will be 1.8 million. So all things remain constant, that the company, stick by the document. The government insists, the citizen insists for sticking of the document. From 2010 to 2035, the 25 years, it is expected that Grand Gedeh receive 41.85 million. That is 1.8 million times 18 years from 2018 to 2035 is 32.4. Now, out of the 2010 to 2017, 15.75, that's 7 years, that 9.45. When you add both of them, you get 41.85 million. But let break a little bit. In 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, they were operating. Towards the end of 2014, Russia invaded Ukraine. The peninsula of Ukraine, which is Crimea, where Russia went and installed their government. So the sovereignty came into being. Your territory was captured. So immediately, EU, European Union, NATO, Northern Atlantic Trade Organization, and how they call it, United States, our traditional partners, and decided to impose sanctions. Hello.
Go ahead, Ambassador.
Oh God.
Ambassador,
Hello?
yeah? Ambassador, you there? Ambassador? I don't know what's going on. Let me see. I go back on the line. It's a very important, to see how I can actually get him, maybe on the video as well. So yeah, I'm trying everything I can to be able to talk about it right here this morning on this platform. So if you just joining us, welcome. Welcome and welcome this morning. And let's see how best we can have Ambassador on the line this morning. Yeah. This morning. Okay. So let's see where we are with this morning. I want to have Ambassador on the line with video. Trust me. I want to have Ambassador on the line with the video. Let me see if I can get it in. Oh my God. Yeah, please. I want to get Ambassador on the line. Yeah. So bring that this morning on is a very, very much important information that, yeah, I'm hoping to have Ambassador on this morning. I've sent him the link already. If we have him, it'll be okay. If we have him, it'll be okay. Let me see what we have in here. If we have him, it's just going to be a nice thing this morning. And we hope so to have him back on. If not, we continue with the WhatsApp. Ambassador, I hope you will not find it difficult to enter this time around. Yeah, I really, really hope you're not find it difficult to enter this one. Yes, listen. I pray so. Let me start reading some of the comments I've already here. Already on. Yeah. What do we have already on here? Okay. Meta Stella Herring say, I thank all those who thought it not robbery to reach out to me and keep up with me so far, and I appreciate you. Thanks. And following, and this morning we have Wehyee. Let me see what Wehyee is saying. Why my internet is being slow this morning? Yeah, Wehyee say, Wehyee, wow, and good morning, my peace loving set of grand Gedeh. I'm closely watching from my Mark Collie Hill resident, Upper Jacksonville Community, Monterey County. Thank you very, very much. Welcome in. It's already, you know, on screen here this morning. So we would like to thank you. Can't have him here, then we will definitely go back, you know. Let me see if we can. All right, good. So let's go back and bring him on WhatsApp, please. Yeah, it's like he having tough time coming on, so let's bring him on WhatsApp if we can. He's having some tough time coming on this morning. And it's a tough time coming on this morning. Yeah. Ambassador, waiting. We are waiting. If you are ready to come on, let us know quickly, and let's. All right, good. Good.
Yeah, Sheku, when I click, you know him. So how do I get there?
Oh, you came
Hello?
on, right?
Yeah. Anytime I click, you don't let me in. And you gave me, you know, a contact to let me in, but you don't do it.
Okay, let's see if we can try one more time. Let me see if we
Yeah,
can.
but you let me in because I will open it, but you have to let me in because you are the administrator.
Yeah, please. I mean, let's see if we can get it back on. Let me see whether I can create a new one. Or just let's see if we.
You see?
Ambassador, let's just go ahead. let's go ahead with this, please. Let's use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I think it comes from the organizers, and because at certain point I was talking and then I could not see him, so I'm making a call myself so that it will be controlled. However, where did I stop? I stopped to the point where honor local development, the benefits. And I said, if we were to calculate 18 years from 2018 to 2035, 3 million per person, and then 1.8 belongs to us times 18, you will find out that plus the others, 9.7. Now, what do we have? What have they given us in keeping with the data that I have, because I was not in the local government? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Are you there?
I am here, and I'm hearing you.
Okay. So I just wanted to be clear. All right. So in 2010, after the signing of the agreement, Putu Iron Ore gave 300,000. That 300,000 constitute 60% of the 500,000. It's rating. It is also stated that 2011, 1.2 million, but 1.2 million, 60% of the 1.2 million, 60% of the 1.2 million is 750,000. Then 2012, 1.5 million. 1.5 million, 60% of 1.5 million comes to 900,000. So on 2013, Putu gave 3 million to the 3 counties. 60% of the 3 million is 1.8. So our records indicate that Gedeh received for the 4 years, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 3.75 million. So then, let know exactly, because the law provides that when you assume any company, the assets and liability, you have to pay them out. So how much that the people have for Gedeh that they need to pay up to 2025? Now, 2014, they need to pay 3.35 million, which is 3,350,000. Okay, how do we? 1,350,000. How do we arrive at 1,350,000? Because every year, in keeping with the 15.75 million, Gedeh has 60%. So the 60% is 2.25 million. And the total amount for a year is 2.25 million. 60% of 2.25 million is 1.35 million. So then we have 2014, 15, 16, 17. So that 4 years, meaning that 5.4 million they were supposed to pay us. I was explaining that Russia invaded Crimea, and America, NATO, EU post-sanction, and other countries post-sanction on Russia. She can't move money to other countries. She cannot do trade. Russian companies cannot do trade with us, with different other countries. So as a result of that, they were forced to close down and look for different buyers. So that's the process. That's the reason why from 2014 to 2025, they had done in operation. How did we arrive at the 5.4? It's the 1.35 million times 4. How then from 2018, in keeping with the MDA, it says that from 2018 to 2035, Grand Gedeh will receive 1.8 million annually because they started it in 2013, but it's from 2018. So that 8 times, 2018, 8 times. So 8 times will be what? 14.4 million. So if you add 14.4 million, you got 14.4 million plus 5.4, you got 19.8 million. So if you were asked today, there is a new company that arrived, and that particular new company has taken Putu Iron Ore. Where Grand Gedeh get there in terms of cash, we got 19.8 million. If they say, oh, we gave other money to the government at the time, but they don't report it, we don't know. All we know, we got 19.8 million as of 2025, because you cannot count 2026 because they end the first quarter. If that was November, December, then you can count 2026. So what are we? What are we? Are we dealing with new mineral development agreement? No, it is the same mineral development agreement. Example, if I'm leasing a place for 1 year and I pay to the landlord 8 months, and my sister called me to go to the States and live there, and I decided to go. Then I called I spoke with my friend, and my friend wants to move there to spend the last 4 months. So I called the landlord and I said, I'm leaving my friend here for the last 4 months that I paid for. So therefore, let him be here. If the 4 months completed and he wants to say he can rearrange with the landlord, the only thing he has to do is to comply with what existing laws that were there at the house. So we're not having new MDA. Now, the second thing here is that the citizen, what role citizen has to play? Citizen has to play huge advocacy role for compliance of the law, for compliance of equity, for compliance of the investment commitment. It's in the law. So the citizen got to say, new company, welcome to Liberia, welcome to Putu Iron Ore. You got 19.8 million for us. That's the money we want right now before you establish. That's why it is. So that's the benefit. Now, let me just conclude on this. Now, for the past years, Putu Iron Ore establishment by 2014, 2010, 2015 was supposed to be a review, but then every 5 years, and because it has to be 5 times, and every 5 years now, 2014, Putu Iron Ore closed. Today, Putu Iron remain closed. So we haven't done any review. So as a result of that, the citizen will also call on the new company, then let's have a sit down. Because new economic, political, social development has unfolded. You know, infrastructural needs, basic social services are, of challenge. So let's have the conversation as to the existing reality so that we all will be empowered to move together. But the biggest one is that they must comply with what the old Grand Gedeh before they commence. That's about Putu Iron Ore. Now, let's move a step. Let me take this time firstly to commend our legislative caucus. And the legislative caucus, under the leadership of Jeremiah Sokan, upon assuming his responsibility as chair of the caucus, he has started, because he was the last person to enter the legislature from Grand Gedeh. And when he came, he became chair on lands, mines, and energy. So it was a blessing for Grand Gedeh. And that blessing, he's doing very, very well. Oversight. One of the carry on of oversight is representation. Because when your people want something and you are calling on land ministry to insist that this must be done, then you are blending two together because they work together. So as a result of that, he has cited the citizens to give an update, and we all went to the meeting. The first thing Madam Marie Johnson wrote in 2024, the plenary, it was not taken seriously, I assume. Honorable Jacob B wrote in 2024, but it was not also taken seriously. But when Jeremiah Cow Sokan, the chair of the legislative caucus, the gavel or chair of the legislative caucus and chair of the Lands and Mines, he did extremely well. He was consulting with officials of government, including myself. He was consulting with present government officials from Grand Gedeh. He was consulting with prominent people and all over. That consummated to a meeting. So let me say kudos to him. He's doing extremely well. And I must admit to this, because this is creating out of politics, as I told you. So that is about Putu Iron Ore. Where are we right now? After the communications were sent in 2025 by Honorable Jeremiah Cow Sokan and call for hearings, I think around February 18, the hearings were conducted, and then it drew government attention. The President of the Republic of Liberia in his annual message mentioned about Putu Iron Ore and ready to move. At that time now, let provide the history of it. At that time, in 2025, the government opened the process that will lead to the bidding of the Putu Iron Ore project to take over, which you call chain of custody. Not new arrangement, but chain of custody. That's why I was giving an example about landlord and myself. Now, when that happened, 8 companies applied. Out of the 8 companies by August, September, 3 companies remain for final to be decided on one. Now, by October 20, there was a communication that went to one of the companies and said, you won the bid. So winning the bid, we now will enter into memorandum of understanding so that you will go to Silver Star. To now conclude with Silver Star, their own liability, their own payments, their entitlement, their investment entitlement, and their equity. So now, memorandum of understanding was signed in late November or early December, according to my international source, that the government of Liberia, the Minister of Justice, Lands and Mines, Mines and Energy, NIC on one side, finance, and the others on the other side, which the company called the African Metallic Resources, AMR. So the 3 companies that left to go to final were IOG. IOG is the Iron Ore Group. I will speak to that Iron Ore Group issue. And then Planet One, then before AMR. AMR too has its own subsidiary. Planet One has its own subsidiary and shareholders. So let me connect these companies a little bit from my research. I don't know them, but my research indicates the AMR is being led on the ground by Abdallah Sharif. He's a businessman. I think we heard about him before. I have not seen him, but I heard about him. He's a business tycoon. He has Connect. I think Connect is a partner in Connect. He's a partner in the cement, the new cement, the Puta, rice, something. That's Abdallah Sharif for AMR and others. For Planet One, you have John Yibote is a visible person from Planet One and others. Then you also have, for IOG, you have Dew Mason and others. So IOG, let's backtrack a little bit. IOG, during the period of President Wehyee administration, there was bid for this Voodoo Iron Ore chain of custody. They went through the process and IOG won. When IOG won, a memorandum of understanding was reached, signed, and then IOG to negotiate with Silver Star Voodoo Iron Ore, the owners. When they spent over 3 years trying to negotiate, the negotiation did not end, and then the memorandum of understanding expired. So that's why, and again, when it started last year, they went back to the bidding process. Maybe they felt that certain things fell short and then they needed to correct it, and they corrected it, and maybe they went and they took they went back as one of the 3 companies that were listed for the finals. So Silver Star rejected IOG, honor President Wehyee. Now today, when they all finished signing the document for AMR to go and have discussion with Silver Star now says and wrote and said that they do not believe that AMR can do the work. How? I don't know, because I don't have the details on that because I'm not working with them. But AMR said on the radio, on Spoon, and their documentations that we saw online, that look, we have everything. We show our bank statement and this and that. The government of Liberia has signed memorandum of understanding. That memorandum of understanding tenure is 3 years, and that memorandum of understanding has been probated by the court. So let's conclude, and then we jump start. AMR starts today and conclude Silver Star. I can say from 6 to 1 year, the process will flow, and then operation will start, employment will come, other things, our benefits and other things will get it done. If that is not done, then there is a problem, because the AMR holds the memorandum of understanding from government, and that will delay the process. So this is where they are. So the first time, Silver Star said, I don't want IOG. The second time now, Silver Star is now. Hello, Sheku, are you there?
I'm
Are you
here.
there?
I'm here.
Hello, are you there?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Hello?
Ambassador, I'm hearing you
Hello,
loud and
Sheku, are you
clear.
there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So now, the first time IOG, honor President Wehyee, Silver Star said, no, I don't want IOG. The second time now, they are now dragging their feet with AMR. Is that they want Planet One, but Planet One did not win. Planet One did not win the bid. It was AMR. So this is the status that I think I need to give you. If our AMR takes a contract today, it will be from 6 to 1 year. Full operation will be on course. If it does not, then it has a mechanism, the legal ramification. So they have to go through arbitration or whatsoever. I don't know, but that will again delay the process. So let me allow the panelists or Granadians, whether you are in Liberia or you are in the diaspora, let me allow you now to participate in this conversation. Any other question that you can ask, so that we'll be able to all discuss it together, I'm available to do so. Thank you very much, Sheku. I'm sorry the technical side of it was an issue, but I think that some of the issues were put to rest. Let me summarize.
All right, quickly. We don't have much time. We have 7 minutes to go. So we will add extra 10 minutes to that. But then I got a few questions that I also have to ask. In your explanation, we're made to understand that the company owes Granadian 19.5 million.
19.8 million.
19.8 million. Does that mean any company that takes over will be giving Gedeh County that money. Is that what we say?
Excellent, excellent. Because it's in the MDA, and I gave you the citation of the MDA in terms of equity, and I explained equity to you. I said equity. I said it is the money the owner of the assets will be paid after selling it, and any debt associated with the assets were to pay off. So then I give you example about land law and something.
So that includes the issue of scholarship. That includes the issue of is it going to be excluded because they have some other agreement like local scholarship. They have some other agreement with international scholarship. They also have some other agreement with pavement of roads. They have other agreement. Does that mean that when they take over, the money in question inclusive of all these things?
When they take over, on a local government, local development, page 52, article 8.1 to 8.2, our money, our benefit, 19.8 million they're supposed to give it. Honor the agreement, the MDA, pavement of road from Greenville to Swedru. It has to be done. Honor the MDA, because there is no new MDA, as I said. It's the same MDA that is maintained because it's a chain of custody. So honor that MDA, they have to, the community that are affected, they have to relocate them, settle them. It is also stated in the law that even when you are resettling them, you're not just going to carry them to the place and say, look, because we are resettling you, so the people who got the land, you're not going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it, and it's put to INO. Under that arrangement, the students, the dependents of the employee will benefit that will go and study abroad locally. 100,000 is there for that, and the 100,000 it will take into consideration mining, geology, and engineering students that will be studying abroad. Under that agreement, this 70%, the 70% and the 30% of Liberians, qualified Liberians to be employed to top 10 position is there. So basically that's it. Yes.
Okay, good. So let's hold it now. Go to the phone line, take a few calls, and then come back. Those of you who are there, if you want to be a part this morning, you need to ask questions. You want to make recommendations. Let's hear you. The numbers to put your calls on: 081 14 35 04, 0776 105 105. You're listening very carefully. If the company takes over and everything goes perfect, Gedeh County stand 19.8 million to benefit. 19.8 million. Boom! It should be able to go into our account just like that. Let's go to the line. Good morning.
Thank you, Reverend Koromah. Good morning, and good morning to the Honorable Ambassador.
Let's hear you quickly.
My name is retired Captain Emmanuel S. Blow, otherwise known as Bedekatu. You're not hold by compared to do the right thing.
Go ahead quickly, brother.
This money from. Thank you. Thank you for all of this brilliant information being provided. Here is my question. It said that all of the information you had in your possession prior to the meeting that was here on Sunday by the Ghanaians. If yes, why didn't you present it into the meeting so that it can also be reviewed, or that people be informed so that we back home will know how to proceed now that you have such a brilliant information? Even though better late than never.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Good morning.
Morning. This is
It must go ahead. Ambassador, who you taking note?
Thank you.
Yeah, but I don't know because it was breaking. He said,
my question is,
why you said about taking it to the meeting?
Ambassador, just listen to the next caller, please.
Yeah, the person that wrote it,
Okay.
The person left and did not pay the money. How can the new person come and pay the money? Why did not allow him to pay the money? Wehyee?
It's breaking in, so I'm not hearing anything.
According to the man, how can it be?
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. This guy wants to know.
Relay the question. I didn't hear anything.
I don't know then why is it behaving like that. All right, so this guy wants to know You can
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
This guy wants to know why should the new people pay that money, or why they didn't pay the money before leaving, that the new people has to come to pay the money. Apparently, he wasn't listening to you when you spoke that, when you answered that
All
question
right.
before you can even be.
Right.
Yeah. So
He was
let's get
listening to
another
me.
pricing. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you call from?
Yeah, I'm from Morovia.
Hear
I
you.
want to take this time. Yeah, I want to take this time to appreciate the ambassador for the brilliant presentation pertaining to Kudu Mountain.
Mhm.
So quickly, want him to really share the soft copy of the MDA with us, the Grenadians,
Okay.
so we can really peruse it.
All right. You want the ambassador to share the soft copy of the MVA, yeah, with Grenadians. Thank you so much. This pricing. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Sheku.
Your name, where you call from?
I'm Disosa Joe Disosa, and I'm doing you from Mosurado County.
Let's hear you.
Thank you. I just want to ask an information concerning the MDA that the chief just spoke of.
Mm.
Is it that the MDA cover River as well, or how many counties do the MDA cover? And my last question has to do with the issue of development. He also speaks of development after the I don't know $90 million or whatsoever that will be given to the county. Does the MDO speaks of development?
Thank you. You want to know how many counties are to benefit from, the funds? Does the MDA, apart from the 19.8 million, speaks of other development? Ambassador, I hope it's been jotted down. Ambassador, you there?
Yeah. Yeah. I should answer.
No, not now. We will take 3 more or 4, then we call it a
You want
date.
me to answer now?
Not now, Ambassador. When I'm ready, I will let you know.
Okay.
Good. Hello.
Hello,
Your name? Where you call from?
Mr. Philip Command II.
Philip Bakama the second. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I to
Please speak
say thank
louder.
you
You're too
to.
low.
I'd like to say thank you to the presenter. I have this foreign view on what he presented.
Mama, speak the man.
Yeah, okay. The point I want to
For me, I'm not hearing
number
him.
one.
Let's take another pricing. Good morning.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, Mr. Koromah, I want to find out if whether the ambassador got my question. I think there's no need. No? Can you please read me
No.
your
Please reiterate. the two questions. But the cartoon is
Okay.
asking, did you have
Yeah.
all of the information on him before attending the Grand Gedeh meeting that was held in Monrovia? If yes, why didn't you provide such information to the public?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see whether we can take this person quickly. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning.
Welcome. Let's quickly hear your name and tell us what you're here for.
My name is Mary Tepuka, calling from Wehyee Central Market.
Yeah,
Good
you.
morning to your studio, yeah, Mary. Good morning to your studio guest this morning. All the good things you said on the radio this morning. I want to know if you put it in writing and sandpaper. You said this, you will do this for my people when you can't take the company. If you put on for your direction, you get anything you say. You see what you sound so. You're not doing it. So thing you must do, or you step aside, you put it into writing. And when that people one company coming out, who stuff. Okay, so the company will say, you will not see any harm for it for the people. So
Okay.
you put it into writing and you have lost on it.
Thank you very
I
much.
want to know.
Thank you. We're going to take this person to be our last lucky caller. Hello.
Sebu, what did she say?
I'm coming, Chief.
What did she say?
Okay. So she wants to know as to whether you people had an agreement on this 19 point something million, 19.8 million, as to whether if they take over, they will give money to grant and other benefit. Whether it's being agreed upon. She wants to know that.
Was it who assigned?
All right, so we're going to take this person to be last lucky caller, and then we leave it with you to answer in few minutes. We have 5 minutes here, and let's take this person. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name, where you calling from?
I'm Derek S. Wehyee.
Derek, please be audible, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm Derek S. Wehyee. I call for San Road.
Let's hear you.
I want to know what are the new people that come in? Do they agree to pay the money that the old people want to pay and they not pay?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ambassador, he wants to know if the people agree to pay the money as they take over.
Okay.
So yes, go ahead, answer the few questions, and then we get your parting comment. Thank you.
The first question that somebody asked, why did you not provide the information when you had the meeting? The meeting was called by the legislative caucus. The meeting had its own agenda. The former superintendent of Grand Gedeh County, Chris Gedeh, had that agenda. And if Sheku, you can answer it for me, because they said one person must spend 1 minute to ask question, 2 minutes to make comment. I even maneuver to spend 3 to 4 minutes based on the chair of the caucus, Honorable Jeremiah Kao Isokan, to say, let the ambassador speak. That's why I provided some leeway into the conversation. So I was not given the time to present, because they had their own fixed schedule that is signed by the caucus. And I'm not in government. I'm not a member of the legislature right now. I have left. So let that be clear. The three, I stated it before, maybe he got on the line, and Gedeh, Sino, and Maryland. The road will pass through Wehyee, from Grand Gedeh to Wehyee to Maryland. Now, to Sino, from Zwedu, from Putu Iron Ore location to Sino Port is 100 kilometers. So they prefer that. So the 60% is why I was discussing. I'm not discussing Wehyee, they got their own citizens, they will discuss that. The second thing somebody asked is that, can you share the MDA? Yeah, I've done some research. I'm going to give it to Sheku. Sheku will share with everybody the link, and then you'll be able to capture most of the issues that I'm talking about, because that is 2010. So the legislature is also a custodian. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is also a custodian. People can find those documents, but I will share it with Sheku. And then somebody said, the people agree. But my brother, my sister, The law brought the mineral development agreement to bring Pudu iron ore. In the law, I think I read about equity, I read about investment commitment. The same way we leave the mountain and the people started operating the mountain, that's the same way the law say you must give the. In fact, when they enter first, I mentioned it. I say in 2010, they gave us 300,000. 2011, they gave us 750,000. 2012, they gave us 900,000. 2013, they gave us 1.8 billion. So you see it, they have already given you 3.7 million. I said it. So it is not about negotiation. Then I concluded that the MDA remains the same and that the citizens got options. One of the options is to demand the implementation of the MDA, the compliance. You must comply with it, with the MDA. The second thing here is that we did not go for any review for all of the periods. And 2025 was supposed to be a review, but the company has not opened. So when they are opening, we can make a request and say, let's do a review. Let's look at small issues. Like for instance, empowering local businesses. It should be there. Value added. You take the iron ore and you're not doing anything with it. You take the whole iron ore, you extract it, and you take it to the world market, and there you go. Nothing is being produced in Gedeh. Nothing is being produced in Liberia. So those are conversation. The conversation again we can come up with in as much as we are 60% of the local development. And, let us not put it to only county development fund, but how can the youth get the employment? Youth employment is very important. Those who are skilled, unskilled, and semi-skilled, they need to be employed. And the location of the mountain should serve as a preference. So even you get a 40% preference or 50% preference, and the rest of Liberian, but because it's an international company, and anybody in keeping with the Constitution has the right to employment. That's why, and there is not one county, Gedeh don't have seaport. So as a result of that, other counties are involved. So they include Liberians, qualified Liberians. So, Sheku, I think any other thing that you think I need to address, you can do that. You can ask me, but please, after the meeting, I will send the link to Sheku, and some of the information, I will reposition them and send them to the caucus chair. And I said to you that the caucus chair has been doing very well. Very, very well, because representation and oversight, they work together, and he's been doing very well.
So quickly, are you going to be involved when these people take over? Are you actually going to be involved to making sure that the share of the 19.8 million comes back to Gedeh County?
100%.
And you are signatory to that document, according to you. You are signatory to that document, according to you.
You say I'm a signatory. You're talking about my signatories. I don't want self-glory right now. I said to you, let's discuss Gedeh County. I had issues. And issues I had, that is when I'm dealing into it now, there is no less self-glory. So let's leave it at that. It will come up and you will know. Look at the MDA and see, whether I signatory or not, and what were my issues. Because my issue was made public to the president. My issue was made public to the IMCC. That, look, these are the issues that Gedeh need to get. And they say no. One of the issues here is that you have to attach, in as much as you are attaching percentages to the money, attach percentages to employment.
Okay.
The other issue there is that you have to have carry-free equity. Free carry equity. Carry equity is about individuals that take the arrangement. They not take money to give you and you get in shares, but they do the arrangement. They set up the workings. It could be Ghanaians. Then one of the issue there is that what is it there for the local businesses to accomplish? Sheku, Frank Fanon said that every revolution has its mission. When I was in the legislature, I had my own mission. And there will come a time where we will state the things you see today, how they happen.
We have to let you go.
Okay.
We have to let you go. Let's take your parting comment.
Jesus Christ, who just jumped and took action.
Let's take your parting comments, Ambassador.
Okay, I want to thank all Nigerians and friends of Nigeria. As I said to you, I'm available to work with the caucus, to work with the committee that will be set up by the caucus. I will be available to work with them based on my international connections. I've been able to grab some of the information when I was in the legislature. I don't have them. But based on my international connection and those who are connected with all of these things are people who, because you link with one link with two link with three, and then you got a network. So I have the international based network that I can exploit on so that our people will benefit. I can assure you that every dime that is owed the people of Nigeria will be paid. That's why we are making it to the public now. So when the company is coming, the company will be aware that the citizens are already aware. So we are here, we have our expertise, we have the expertise to help, and we will help. Thank you very much, and Sheku, thank you for the show, although we have challenges in terms of the internet, in terms of electricity.
Next time we hope and pray that you come back on video. I mean, you come on the video, let people see you on this platform.
I'm in court right now and in a black t-shirt. Oh no. So if there's no video that I'm well.
I just wanted to be looking at your face while you're talking. But look, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Just listening to